Dad, you were just a stopgap arrangement. Mom deserves to be with her true love.
In that instant, 17 years of sacrifice turned to ash. My wife, my daughter, my family. They had been plotting against me for months, and I had no idea. Thank you for listening. If this story resonated with you, leave a comment below and subscribe to this channel for more infidelity stories and cheating wife stories on YouTube. My name is Peter Taylor. For 17 years, I believed I had built something real with Rachel. A home in Detroit, a daughter, Emma, a life worth the grease under my fingernails and the ache in my back from pulling overtime at the auto plant. I wore the same 3 shirts to work for 2 years, drove a 15-year-old Camry held together with duct tape and prayer, skipped lunch to save for Emma's dance lessons, fixed her laptop myself when it broke, watching YouTube tutorials until 3 a.m. because we couldn't afford repairs. Rachel always wanted more. The bigger house, the European vacation, the designer bags her friends carried. I'd tell her, "Next year, honey." After Emma's college fund, she'd smile and say she understood. I was a fool. That Tuesday in March started like any other. I was rebuilding a transmission, lost in the familiar rhythm of work, when my phone rang. Gordon, my neighbor. Strange. He never called during work hours.
Peter, get home, now.
His voice carried an urgency that made my chest tighten. What's wrong?
There's a moving van in your driveway. 2 guys are loading your furniture.
The wrench slipped from my hand. What?
Your wife's directing them. I thought you should know.
I didn't clean my hands, didn't clock out properly, just told my boss, emergency, possible burglary, and ran. The entire drive, my mind churned. This had to be a mistake, some misunderstanding. Rachel wouldn't. But even as I thought it, something cold settled in my gut. The way she'd been distant lately, the new clothes, the gym membership she'd suddenly needed, the late nights at her sister's. I pulled into my driveway to find my life being loaded into a truck, my father's leather recliner, the one he'd sat in every Sunday until cancer took him, being hauled by 2 strangers. And standing in my doorway like he belonged, there was a man I'd never seen. Tall, lean, designer clothes, and a smirk that said he thought he was better than everyone else. "Hey, stop right there!" My voice cracked with rage. He barely glanced at me.
Mind your own business.
I don't remember deciding to hit him. One moment I was standing by my car, the next my fist was connecting with his jaw. He went down hard, and 17 years of being ignored, overlooked, and taken for granted poured out through my fists. "You think you can take what's mine?" Each word punctuated by another blow. In broad daylight, I managed to dial 911 with one hand. "There's a burglary at my house. I've subdued the suspect." Then I heard her voice, shrill, panicked, and defensive.
Peter, stop! What are you doing?
Rachel came running, dropping beside him like he was something precious. Her hands fluttered over his face, checking for damage.
Why did you hit him?
She looked at me like I was the criminal. My chest felt hollow. "You know him?" She lifted her chin, defiant even now.
Yes. He's my boyfriend.
The world tilted. I felt those words hit me like a physical blow, stealing my breath. Then pure instinct took over. My foot found his groin with all the force of 17 years of faithfulness behind it. "You're my wife," the words tore from my throat. "And you have a boyfriend?" The police arrived as I was considering another kick. They separated us, and that's when Rachel showed her true face.
This is Nathan Anderson,
she announced, cradling him like a wounded prince.
He's my first love, my true love. I'm leaving Peter, and I'm taking what's mine.
The officer, a weathered man who'd clearly seen too many domestic disputes, sighed heavily.
Ma'am, without a divorce decree, you can't just take marital property. What you're doing is theft.
Rachel's face went pale, then red.
He should leave. I deserve to live here.
Actually, I said, my voice steady despite the storm inside. This house belongs to my mother. You have no claim. The officer turned to me.
Do you want to press charges?
Rachel threw up her hands.
Fine. I'll take my clothes.
But I wasn't done being the fool. Check her bags.
Peter!
Her voice pitched higher.
How can you humiliate me like this? Don't you trust me?
The movers laughed. Even the cops smirked. Trust. She was asking about trust, while her boyfriend bled on my driveway, hidden in her suitcases, my laptop, my tablet, my father's watch.
I need those.
She said weakly. Get them from him. I nodded toward Nathan. He's your provider now. After they left, Nathan limping, Rachel seething, I stood in my empty-feeling house and waited. Emma would be home soon. My daughter. The one person who would understand. The one person who would choose me. I was still a fool. Emma walked in, surveyed the chaos, displaced furniture, muddy footprints, the echo of violence, and asked what happened. Your mother left us, I said carefully. She's with someone else now. I watched her face, waiting for shock, anger, tears. Instead, she shrugged.
Oh, you mean Nathan?
My blood turned to ice. You knew?
Yeah. Mom told me about him months ago.
She dropped her backpack, casual as if we were discussing the weather.
He's her first love. Her one true love. She only married you because, well, you were the safe choice.
I poured whiskey with hands that wouldn't shake, wouldn't let them shake. Each word she spoke drove nails into something I'd thought was unbreakable. How long? My voice sounded distant, even to me.
6 months, maybe more.
She settled on the couch like this was just another Tuesday.
Grandma Carol knows. Grandpa Jim, too. Mom needed someone to talk to.
6 months. While I worked double shifts to pay for her school trip. While I fixed the roof myself in the rain. While I thought we were a family. Tell me something, Emma. I turned to face her fully. Do you think your mother did the right thing? For a moment, just a moment, I thought I saw something flicker in her eyes. Doubt, maybe. Or pity. Then she smiled, and it was Rachel's smile. Cold. Certain.
Absolutely. You were just an arrangement, Dad. A placeholder. If Nathan hadn't gone abroad for his studies, Mom would have married him. I would have been his daughter.
Her eyes went dreamy.
That would have been perfect. Like a fairy tale.
17 years of fatherhood, erased with a single word. Placeholder. Each word carved something out of me. 17 years of bedtime stories, teaching her to ride a bike, holding her through nightmares, reduced to nothing. You wanted someone else to be your father.
Want.
She corrected.
Present tense. Nathan's successful, worldly. He can give us the life Mom deserves.
I nodded slowly, feeling something fundamental shift inside me. I see. And what about the life I gave you? She actually laughed.
What life? This?
She gestured around our modest home.
Mom says you have no ambition. That you settled for mediocrity and expected her to be grateful.
Her laughter was the final betrayal. I could forgive her words. But laughing while she cut me open? That was something else entirely. The weight of her words crushed something I didn't know could still break. I finished my whiskey in one burning swallow. Very interesting perspective.
I'm glad you're taking this so well,
Emma said, missing the danger in my calm.
Mom was worried you'd make things difficult.
No, I said softly. I'm going to make things exactly what they should be. I didn't sleep that night. Instead, I planned. First stop, my lawyer's office at 8 a.m. sharp. I want a divorce, I told him. Fast, Clean. Give her exactly what the law demands, not a penny more.
What about custody?
I smiled, but it held no warmth.
Give Emma to her mother. They deserve each other.
His eyebrows rose, but he took notes. Next, the bank. I emptied our joint account, $50,000. 17 years of my overtime, my sacrifices, my skipped lunches. I took it all. Well, almost all. I left $2, her contribution to our savings. Then, HR department. Removed her from my life insurance, my 401k, everything. The lady processing the forms gave me a sympathetic look. She'd seen this before. Finally, I called my mother. They've been planning this for 6 months, I told her. Emma knew. She approves. She wishes Nathan was her father. Mom's silence stretched long before she spoke.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
No, I agreed. But this apple's about to learn that gravity hurts. Rachel walked into court wearing new clothes, Nathan's money already at work. She smirked at me like she'd already won. 10 minutes later, she couldn't even look me in the eye. Her lawyer demanded half of everything plus alimony. My lawyer, Ron Maxwell, took them apart piece by piece.
Your Honor, both parties earn identical salaries. Neither qualifies for alimony.
He emptied their joint account.
Rachel's lawyer protested.
He left her exactly what she contributed,
Ron said smoothly.
$2.
Rachel's smirk faltered. Then came custody. This was the moment I'd been waiting for.
My client offers full custody to the mother,
Ron announced. Emma, who'd been sitting behind her mother, gasped.
What?
Ron turned to her, his voice carrying the weight of judgment.
Young lady, you told your father you wished Nathan was your real dad. You called your father the man who worked overtime to pay for your dance lessons, who fixed your laptop at 3 a.m., who never missed a recital, a placeholder. You knew about the affair for 6 months and said nothing. Tell me, why should he fight for you?
Emma's face crumbled.
Dad, I didn't mean...
You meant every word,
Ron continued.
You just didn't think there would be consequences.
But the real blow came next. Rachel's lawyer stood.
Actually, Your Honor, my client and her fiancé don't want custody either. They're starting fresh and don't want the child interfering.
The courtroom went silent. Emma's wail cut through it like a blade. Your Honor, I said calmly, my mother has agreed to take custody. Both parents will pay child support. The judge's gavel came down like thunder.
Custody to Linda Taylor. This is the most shameful display I've witnessed in 20 years.
Outside the courthouse, Emma clung to me, sobbing.
Dad, please, I'm sorry. Don't abandon me.
I sat her down, looked into eyes that were so like her mother's. We don't live in a fairy tale, Emma. In the real world, actions have consequences. You wanted me to smile while you called me disposable. You got your wish.
I didn't understand.
You understood perfectly. You just thought it wouldn't cost you anything. Love is a two-way street. You give loyalty. You get loyalty. You give betrayal. I shrugged. Well, now you know what you get. She sobbed harder, but I was done being soft. Your grandmother will take good care of you. And maybe, just maybe, you'll learn what family really means. 6 months later, Emma sat across from me at a coffee shop. She looked older, harder lessons written in her eyes.
Nathan's in jail.
She said quietly.
He beat Mom. She's in the hospital.
I stirred my coffee. 17 years with your mother taught me that paradise can become prison when you're with the wrong person.
She wanted her fairy tale.
Emma said bitterly. She wanted a fairy tale. She got a nightmare. That's the ending she wrote for herself. I set down my coffee. She traded loyalty for passion. Passion traded her for bruises. That's the bargain she made. Emma almost smiled, then grew serious.
Dad,
I know. And I did. I saw the regret, the understanding that came too late. We can't change the past, Emma, but we can learn from it. My phone buzzed. Maria, texting about dinner plans. A woman who saw me, not as a placeholder or a wallet, but as a partner.
You seem happy.
Emma observed. I am. For the first time in maybe forever, I know exactly where I stand with everyone in my life. She reached across the table, hesitated.
Do you think we can ever...
Trust doesn't grow back, Emma. It scars. But scars can make us stronger if we let them. As we parted, she hugged me. Not the desperate clinging from the courthouse, but something more real, more honest. Rachel never called. I heard through the grapevine that Nathan disappeared after making bail, leaving her with medical bills and nothing else. She wanted passion over partnership. She got exactly what she paid for. Some say I was cruel, that I should have fought for my marriage, forgiven my daughter instantly. But here's the truth. When someone shows you exactly what you're worth to them, believe them. I spent 17 years being a safety net, a convenience, a good enough, when what they really wanted wasn't available. No more. Now, when Emma says she loves me, she means it. She's learned what happens when you treat love like it's disposable. And Rachel? She learned that some fairy tales end with the princess alone in a tower of her own making. So tell me, was I too harsh? Or did everyone get exactly what they deserved? Sometimes the best revenge isn't what you do to them. It's refusing to be their safety net when their fairy tale falls apart. If this story moved you, like this video, and subscribe for more infidelity stories, cheating wife stories, lost love chronicles, and inspirational stories about finding the strength to start over.